everybody, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I hope everybody had an awesome new year. Mine was nice. It was quiet, which was nice. Today's video is going to be just a little bit different than what I usually do. I saw this idea sometime last year. I can't really say who started for sure, but it was a trend going on where people were going through and they were recreating their makeup look from high school. Like, the products and my techniques have advanced so far in the last 20 years. So I'm going to add a little twist to it. I'm going to take those products that I used in high school and both after high school. We're going to bring them up to date with my techniques and add some extra tools to it and see how they work with my current routine. Want to have a little bit of fun and, you know, just have some entertainment and not really learn anything. Just to go grab a snack and sit back and enjoy. And don't forget to like and subscribe the video and ring the bell for notifications when I post. Hope everybody enjoys. So my makeup routine in high school was pretty simple. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup in high school until I was around 16, and even then I really didn't put a whole lot of effort in it. It wasn't until after high school when I got into my early 20s and I buying my makeup, I really started getting into actually wearing more things like eyeshadow and blush and that kind of thing. My skincare routine was lacking completely. I never washed my face. I never moisturized unless it was just like real quick with my body lotion. When I got older, I would use a BB cream as my foundation, so it went ahead and kind of did two things in one, because I have to moisturize, otherwise my skin feels tight, it gets flaky, it's dry, and then later on in the day it gets super oily. So I did a very light oil-free moisturizer today so I can come in and do this. Brand favorite, I was all about Covergirl. I did Covergirl everything, and little things in here and there with like WetNWild and that kind of thing. Now, I did use a primer to start off with. Believe it or not, I was a fan of a primer. Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Multi-Action Primer. I started experimenting with different types of primers and different types of finishes that I wanted, but this one was my go-to primer every single day. Oh, it feels really good. I forgot how good this smells. Usually use the BB cream. I used to use the Covergirl CG Smoothers. I couldn't find it. I don't know if they've done away with it or if they've reformulated it, but the Covergirl Clean Matte BB cream for oily skin. My skin is not normally oily, it is combination, but I do like to have a matte finish and apply it with my hands. I didn't do tools. Oh wow, that's more foundation-y than I remember. Oh, grit. Oh, this stuff is thicker than it used to be. Clean powder foundation for normal skin. Did not use a brush. I used the little sponge that came with it. Oh God, I can feel my skin drawing up. This is not a bad powder. It's just a bad sponge. So then, of course, decided to conceal. The Covergirl CG Smoothers concealer, and I would just do a little bit under my eyes, and that was it, on top of my powder. I always use the WetNWild trios, but I never had any tools. The little thing that came with it, this middle shade that says Crease. I've got to dig in it to get enough on there. How did I do this? And then I would just go. I kept my eye look simple. Okay. Then I would take it and then I would flip it over. Did exactly as the directions told me. And I would do my brow bone too. And with an eyeliner, and this one I used every single day. And this one was my brow pencil every single day. And it's the WetNWild ColorIcon eyeliner, Pretty in Mink, Taupe of the Morning. What I did, I would go in and I would line my eye. Can you see the mess that I'm making? And I went to work like this too. I went to in public like this. That thick line on. I would take a Q-tip and I would blend it, smoke it out, so it wasn't such a harsh line, because I wanted everything blended. And I just darkened them a little bit, because I didn't have very many eyebrows because they were already dark, because you can't see it on camera, but my eyebrows are dark because the foundation is stuck to them. And I will just darken them a little bit. I would always save my old mascara wands and wash them out and use them as a spoolie. One kabuki brush for everything. This brush, which this is just a big powder brush. And I would bronze all over my face. Always the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. And this one is in the Sage Sunlight. There was another one I would use that was a little bit more orange. I used in the summer and the winter. It's terrible looking. It looks awful. The Covergirl Clean Classic Color in the shade Natural Glow. And a lot of this stuff, I really, when I was at the store getting it, could not believe that I could still find it and buy it. Old school fashion. Used what came with it. This is doing nothing. This literally has no color to it at all. I can't even see it. Of course, the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara, and we had to have the curved brush. The only other tool that I used was an eyelash curler. I hate these things. I just feel like they just break my eyelashes off so bad. There's nothing there. I mean, it's good mascara. I'm so spoiled on using a mascara primer. For lips, I went between two different colors. These are the WetNWild Megaslicks Lip Gloss, Sun Glaze, and Bronze Berry. I used those two. I would go rotate back and forth depending on my mood and what I had on. Okay, so this is my look. This is how I looked pretty much majority of my 20s and some of my early 30s. So now is the really fun part. We're going to take all of this off, and then we're going to put it back on using some of the tools and techniques, and maybe add a couple extra products with it to use with my routine now. So sit tight. I said my skin is going to be so mad at me after this. Do a mask tonight.
Mom, can you please?
The Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Miracle Hydrating Mist. I'm just gonna rehydrate because my face was so dry. So we're gonna take our primer again. We're just gonna put this in our T-zone because that's what I do now. I don't put it all over like I used to. I used to put it all over like lotion. What is my son doing? This is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. And we're just gonna kind of smooth out our pores right here. I'm gonna do a lot. So I guess we're going to make this clean stuff work. This is very, very thicker than I thought it was going to be. It gives you more coverage than I thought it was going to. And I'm going to take a damp beauty blender. My skin. Oh, that looks really nice, actually. Really lays really pretty. I'm very surprised. All in the technique. And do my under eyes. And I draw a little bit wider range. Blender again, and we're just gonna blend it in. Take a clean, fluffy brush, Covergirl Clean powder. Okay, that actually looks really nice. This is very dry, so it's not as blendable as the one I use now. Quite as dark as I want it to be because my hair's a little bit darker than blonde. Same brown pencil that we use for our eyeliner, just very lightly brush back into it just to kind of darken it up just a little bit. It's still kind of severe, but it'll do. Concealer stick. And we're going to take advantage of the fact that it's still new and has that point. And we're going to sculpt out our brows just a touch. And set our lid, prime our lid for our eyeshadow. So then we're going to do our eyeliner, which I normally don't do, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to do it today. go in. This eyeliner's terrible. It's crumbling. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's crumbling. It's very, very dry. That's a little better. Instead of doing it above my lash line and having to blend it with a Q-tip. And if I do get any above it, it's fine with a smudging brush, like it is meant to be blended. The black eyeliner, this is the really smooth and works really well, but I'm not impressed with the brown. With those same eyeshadow palettes, I don't have a transition shade, and I need a transition shade because you can't just go in with metallics. A fluffy shadow brush, JaclynHill Morphe Vault Collection. This is the Dark Magic palette. If you just want like a basic neutral look, you have a lot to work with. Poof. And just kind of set your eyes just a touch. Then we're going to go back in with this color right here. And ever so lightly. And I know this isn't drugstore, but I forgot to grab my Profusion palette. I consider this drugstore because it's affordable. It's on the affordable side of Ulta. This right here is only $15. So then we're going to go into this one. That crease color that I had to dig into with. We're going to take a smaller blending brush. Just kind of dot your outer corner and work your way in. Go back into the Dark Magic palette right here, Diversion, since I got it because I just really like it. And this Diversion, you're just going to kind of darken your outer corner just a little bit more. Okay, large eyeshadow brush. It's fluffy and big, but it's two different sizes. Into this brow bone color, and just lighten up your brow bone. Take your fingertip, go into this lid color, and just kind of tap it on so it's a little bit more natural laying. And it blends a little bit better than just being one big stripe across your lid. That same brush that out that bogus eyeliner with, right there, and blend it in just a touch. Go back in with that awesome smooth brown pencil. Powder foundation, but we are going to skip this funky sponge, put that in the trash, from Sonia Kashuk, and just very lightly buff your whole face. Buff out the shine. Rimmel Bronzer, the Eco Tools defining brush. I'm just going to kind of sculpt our cheeks out just a little bit. Just to kind of blend it. This is not as pigmented as my NYX bronzer, so I'm having to work with it just a little bit more, but it's still doing the job. Get that jawline, girl. Sharp. Gonna take that powdery brush that we set our under eye with. Let's do just a touch of nose contouring. Very light and kind of sloppy, so it looks a little more natural. Gotta cut us a little bit more contour through here with that powder. Real Technique sponge and our powder. And just kind of cut out a little bit of that. I'm not gonna use a lot because it is powder foundation, and I don't want to draw my entire face out. The e.l.f. angled blush brush with this invisible blush. It's got a sheen to it, like a natural glow sheen, but there's almost like no color at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to combat that with the ColorIcon bronzer, and we're going to dip into both and mix them together to add a little bit more color to my face. Brush the contour away because we don't need it anymore. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Voluminous Base Primer. I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to tear my house down. Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. Going to go back in with those same lip glosses, but we're going to take it a step further. The WetNWild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner in Bare to Commit. Gloss. And we're just going to do the pouty part of our lip. I'm not going to do my whole lip. I'm just going to do the middle part. So this is our finished look with all of the products I used in high school, plus a little bit extra. That's the techniques that I use now as opposed to what I did in high school and in my 20s. And I like this a lot better. This looks a little bit more natural. It looks a bit more realistic and uncorpsey, I guess you'd say. It's really pretty, and I've rediscovered some of these products that I really like, and I didn't realize I had forgotten how much I liked them. And I probably will be using these again in my daily routine. It's not that brown eyeliner. Hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have had fun with this video. And you know, in the comment section below, if there is something that you used in your high school years or your 20 years, your college years for makeup that you actually still use to this day. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Thanks for watching.